Muốn cái mẹ tụi này.
Có cái điều này là đọc lại.
Có kẻ đọc vào. You are using YouTube. That's YouTube.
Yeah, that's YouTube.
Which platform is that?
Kit Media League. Kit Media League.
I don't know.
Sure. This one here.
It's first time.
Are you sure? No, we are very streaming. Most likely, yeah, we do it for Kit, but I always like give a comment on Media. So that's what we do always. But yeah, I was just traveling, so I decided to come here and then that's why I left the microphone. I left the rest of the things. But the other game coming in the weekend, I will be there.
Yeah.
With the equipment. Yeah, absolutely.
We have to do many people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll be there.
Like friend of this one, friend of this one, nobody does. He wants
Sure,
to be the loser everywhere. We got
Yeah, exactly.
Peter Kobe,
Get a show away.
the hypocrite guy, like
Yeah.
of this one. If I wasn't the one to put a pressure, you wouldn't have seen Network Academy,
Yeah, sure.
satellite media, you wouldn't have seen it.
That's why I saw them.
There is a match. You remember the triple threat match for Jeremiah and You wanted everybody to come to the country.
Sure.
That tournament where Jerry played with this is at climax. He did the same. He did the same.
But why would he do
By
it
that
so?
time, Jerry was working with the master intelligence by that time.
But why would you want to do it so?
You cannot develop a sport when you are one.
No, you cannot.
Everybody has to share the cake because the cake is too heavy.
Absolutely.
He's now in Nigeria, been in Rwanda.
Now he's in Nigeria, but who is supposed to promote these ones here? No one is there.
Everything is moving well. He's not around.
I saw everything is okay.
Ini dari Omara. Bagaimana? Tapi yang memegang Iber platform begini adalah Iber platform begini. Kita dah kita dah ni. Ini makan memang itu lebih ya. Apa dia ni terang waktu macam yang
Ini bisa dari wajah ke wajah mereka.
Wara yang dia kan dah.
Dia mereka.
This one is another person. I'm saying this one.
This is another person. They're twins, eh?
I think this one is the other.
Sure.
Hey,
This
who is this one? You are twins. I didn't know that.
they are identical twins.
I didn't know that. Now this one. What's the other playing? It's Omara.
That is a matter of time. That's a matter of time. That's a matter of time.
Yeah. Now I've been calling this one Omara.
Oh, sure.
That's why I said his friend.
Caesar.
No, Joe, his friend Joe.
Oh, Chobe. Platform at home. And manager. Platform at kawin ko dito. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, watching us live today. This is Kit Media Link, and we have a game in the center table that is between Omara Moses and then Ivan Kanyesigye. Of course, disability is not inability. The score is level 1-1 at this point in time. You can kindly drop in your predictions in the comment sections of the two people who are playing here between Omara and then Kanyesigye. Ivan, who do you think is going to win this one here? It is a race to 7. Welcome guys, good evening. It's a lovely evening today. Today is Saturday. It is of course day 2 of the Moneybag Championships, which is taking place. It is a Pro Division Championships. Now on the table we have Omara Moses, and then we have Ivan Kanyesigye, and of course Ivan is playing red. Meanwhile Omara is going to be going for the yellows. The score is still level at 1-1. It is a race to 7. This is frame number 3 of the possible 13 frames which is supposed to be played. If it is supposed to go to the wire, and then one person supposed to win eventually. Now you can give in your comment in the comment sections if the audio is a bit okay, so we can easily adjust as well if it is not okay. I also want to apologize on the absence of the camera initially before this video went on live, and then also I want to apologize in the absence of the microphone that we had it here today. But of course we're trying to give you all what it takes now on the table here. Omara played a bit tactical, and that is why the umpire is checking critically if the ball is a kissing ball and notifies Ivan that it's a kissing ball. That means he's supposed to play illegal shots coming off Ali's cushions because that ball is already kissing his ball. Now that is counted as illegal shots. It is not illegal shots, giving chance to Omara to play one shot. Probably.
There. Then you put it
On top.
yeah. Then you put it
On top.
let me see. You put it here, that you can be able to capture this one and this one. Okay.
I think I'll...
The other one there. Let me turn it on. This one. Put here.
This?
Yeah.
It works. Put it in this corner. I change the corner.
All you can do here, strip here.
Yes. Great. Wow, that was a very beautiful shot played by Omara Moses, and of course you can see he played a really nice canning shot, at least opening up the corner pocket, which was having almost the Reds covering it in the jaw extremely. But of course he's not having a big questions in his mind either to play another safety shots or a good shot, which will give him at least a guarantee to continue playing, which he does it. At least he was not so happy and not so lucky because at the same time he misses that bank in the center pocket. But still, that is not the end of the world. Ivan Kanyesigye still continues to at least scan the balls, checking it one at a time. He wants to go more defensive, at the same time plays attacking. That is now the mood that he has activated at this point in time. But at this point in time, I think for another canning shots, playing that one there with at least right English, put that one in the center pocket. But if he fails to do it, just only simply wants to play safety. Just that he can snook at the rest of the balls and also invite Ivan Kanyesigye back on the table to open up the blacks. Now Ivan did it a bit more technical at this point in time because while he was opening up the black, he left one of the red, which is almost just kissing the black at the same time. So big questions to Omara still. Now that guy doesn't want to give any opportunity now back to Kanyesigye. He really needs this corner pocket here, which is so close to the screen, the one that you're watching in. And then Ivan still wants to come for a combinations in this same corner here. Putting one ball, opening up the black at the same time. And of course he's having full responsibility of the corner pocket, which is so close to your camera. Guy, tell me in the comment sections where you're watching this game from. This is Kit Media Link and you're very much welcome. Look at this kind of snooker. This is a total snooker, ladies and gentlemen. So lovely. It's a total snooker. The umpire inspected the other ball. If it is not kissing or if it is not frozen on the cushions, but Omara played it with a lot of spin on it, and of course spotting the only would be the ball which was supposed to be remaining on the table. That's the cue ball. So Kanyesigye on the table with at least two shots and he's playing reds. At this point in time, you will think that he will have his nose in front already because the score is level 2-2 at any time. I mean 1-1. At any time, he's going to have his nose in front to go 2-1 in the 3 frames which I've just played. Remember, this is a race to 7. And also I would want to confirm to you that, of course, in this game, Omara now has only this live remaining, and he wants to remain in the competitions as long as this game can still continue to go. But if Kanyesigye brings in his game, then he may easily withdraw the life of Omara from this point in time. Having at least a sharp cut of this one in the corner pocket, it has done him so good, and he has his nose in front. It is already 2 frames to 1. 3 frames played, 2 for Kanyesigye, then 1 for Omara Moses. It is a race to 7. Please enjoy the stream. Yes, Diko, you said I should balance up the boat well. Now, this is not my tripod. I've just borrowed a tripod, and I'm trying to see that I give you the very best of the action which is taking place here. So you may only help me and then enjoy the stream the way you're enjoying it. But of course, I will still trying to be more creative here. I think I'm going to put the tripod on a very big table, just that we can at least focus it so well. So this is all what I can afford to give you at this point in time. You can still continue enjoying the stream. We have just seen a very powerful break by Ivan Kanyesigye, and of course now potting almost 4 of the yellow balls. Remaining only 3, the umpire signals the table is already closed, and it is closed on the yellow balls. Now Ivan Kanyesigye with only 2 of the yellow balls. All of them are going to go into the same corner pocket, which is top right of the table, which is also bottom, which is of the screen. Now he aims to have at least the combinations, and failing to have that combinations perfectly executed. Now Omara is invited back on the table. He doesn't know what has just hit him, because this was going to be one of the fastest break and finish that Kanyesigye would have done, and then would have had in these competitions here. But still, nothing is going to be taken for granted here. Playing at least a combination shots. He was expecting to at least spot one in the center pocket and then can the other ball, which also went in. But luck was by his side. He potted the other one in the corner pocket and then also opening up the other one. Now he has gone to snooker Kanyesigye totally. The person giving you the commentary, it is Daniel Fokit, Media Link. Please enjoy the stream. On the same table, after Omara playing, we are going to be having Kelama David also come and play on the same table. Remember, Ogenrod Samuel has already exited the tournament, and then Roto Konya Joseph is still double lives. He's still having both of his lives intact. He's playing in the other table to bring the center table, and he's streaming Omara's game, because expecting to have him also play here, and then they also see how best is going to do, and so he is here. Now playing safety shots at this point in time. He doesn't want to rush and make any quick decisions at this point in time, because pocket which is having 2 of his red ball in. Now Ivan Kanyesigye has his red almost in the jaw of the corner pocket, but still Ivan being Ivan, he got his ball so perfectly. And then now Omara is invited back on the table. Please guys, kindly advise me if my audio is clear, because I am not using my microphone, but I'm trying to use the device microphone to give you the audio. At least I think I am trying. Now another successful snooker by Omara, and of course after when he has snooked this one here, still he has a problem ball, because one of his ball which is so close to the screen is also kissing the yellow balls, the one for Ivan. But still anything is possible, because he may decide to at least open up the other one in the corner pocket, which is giving him like a trouble and then a problem. That is the reason why he wants at least 2 shots. But will it come free? Let's wait and see what Ivan is going to do. Coming off at least 1 cushions, finding the wrong ball at this point in time, I think it is a foul. And the umpire also signals it is a foul. Now Omara can do it one more time. Now that shot is still rated as one of the good shots that he has played, because in his mind he will be contemplating pocket, which is bottom right of the screen, and then to see that at least he open up that one there, either with the shots, or he can still play a snooker. Yes, okay, thank you very much. You say it, I am loud and clear. Please, I appreciate that one so much. You can help me by liking the stream, at the same time share to your other colleagues. Let them also join in, and they watch the boy playing, the guy who is the captain of Addis. Now the umpire signals it is 1 shot, but Omara is never happy with that one there. Of course, still they can still get back here and then have a review of the shots that have just been played. Come on. Yeah, guys, there was some controversy here of the shot that have just been played by Ivan Kanyesigye on the last yellow, which was almost in the jaw of the corner pocket. The umpire signals it was one shot, and then when we went for the review, still he made it in his decisions, and then he said the shot is one shot. And so Omara has requested for a simple timeout, and then the timeout can either go for 3 minutes. Now he still wants to go and relax and refresh his mind, and then come back maybe later, and that is the reasons why he has requested for that shot, because Ivan Kanyesigye is already leading 3 frames to 1. Of the 4 frames played, Ivan has 3, meanwhile Omara has 1. Remember, this is a race 7. The winner of this one here will have his life intact, and then the loser of this one here will exit the competitions. Absolutely. That is the reasons why the game is going to be so intense. But I can also confirm to you that I'm going to improve on the stream. I will at least adjust the camera to be a little bit higher, just that the view can be clearly seen well, and then you can as well advise if it is already okay. Please adhere with the situations and the conditions. The person giving the commentary is in the name of Daniel for Kit Media Link. At least I have struggled, and then to make sure that I bring this game here live, and then other games will as well continue to be live. Please, if you have not subscribed to Kit Media Link, you can do so. So James, you're saying I should not now disturb the view here? It's fine. If the view is okay, then I will leave it the way it is. But still remember, if you want to have at least a maximum and clear view of this one here, you can go to your setting on the top right corner pocket of your screen. And then in the top right corner pocket of your screen, then you will see a setup icon. Please click on the setup icon and then choose the resolutions of your choice. You can choose and customize it to 1080, and then you will have a very clear view of this video here. Then you can also choose a data saving mode, which is 360. You can as well see that one there, but that one now depends on your capacity of the data that you're having in your phone. You can as well advise, maybe if the background noise is not disturbing the audio that I'm giving you, please, you can tell me, then we proceed with it at this point in time. I can also confirm to you, then I will tell you that we will be giving you the streams starting from now until the final tomorrow. We are going to be having semi-final being played tomorrow, and then the final will also be played tomorrow. I can also tell you that the guy who is bringing new headache in town here or in the city is Roto Konya Joseph. He still has his life both intact, and then is the guy who has his first live now in semi-final, in quarter-final of live 1. He is, at the moment, is ranked as in top 4. That is in life 1, because remember, this is going to be a seeding criteria. Now if you win, you will walk away with 36 points, and then if you come second, I want to believe that the points are also going to keep dropping in that manner. Remember, in this Moneybag Pro divisions, it is excluding the seeded players. It is excluding the seeded player. Now, the clap that you're hearing from the background, there is a young boy who have just exited, a very senior. It's becoming one of the best things ever.
It fits what way that.
Oh, sure. Right?
So, guys, this one is becoming a problem.
Guys, welcome back in the stream. This is frame number 5 of the possible 13 frames that we are supposed to be having here today. Now, Kanyesigye is playing reds, meanwhile Omara is playing yellows. Guys, contemplating of having at least playing safety at this point in time. That is what I want to believe he's going for at this point in time. Let's wait and see. No, he wasn't rooting for at least a sharp cut here into the corner pocket, which is so close to your screen. But of course, the sharp cut was on at the same time, parking most of the Omara's ball almost in the center, right of the table. Yeah, when you're asking for the venue, we are located at Pool Full City Arena in Bayese, where this action is taking place. It is the Moneybag Pro Division Championships. The players on the table is Omara Mojes and Ivan Kanyesigye. It is a race to 7. Lovely shooting, opening up the yellow, which was looking like a dead yellow, and still there is another yellow which is almost so far and so close to the red ball, which is almost frozen in the top sections of the table. That is going to be like a problem ball to him, but at this point in time, all his mind and all his intentions is to at least play and open up the corner pocket, which is having the reds in. A combination shot would do him good, but still he's supposed to be more accurate and then execute it accordingly, because at this point in time Omara doesn't want to at least create any falls, and that is the reasons why he's scanning and checking everything and taking it not to be for granted. All he needs this game more than any other players need it, because he wants to remain in the competitions and then now represents Addis at the same time, and also pleases his management, by the way. That's a lovely combination shots, and that is a very confident combination shots that have been played by Omara. Now he has only 3 yellow balls on the table, just like Kanyesigye also do have it. Now Alice playing this one, saying the center pocket, which is right of the screen, softly just like that. Alice a roll of that ball in the corner pocket, which is top right of the table. And then would have the other yellow ball now played in the corresponding corner pocket, which is diagonal of the screen. Now he did exactly as if he was listening to me. Now he has only 1 ball remaining on the table, and then now goes directly for the black. Can either decide to play that one there with at least a small drawback, or also plays simply just wanted to have it potted. Now he played with a lot of spin on it, just that they can have the simplest pot of the black ever in the center table. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the race is going to be a formality at this point in time. Omara aims 1, 2, 3 and sings. Omara 2, Ivan 3. Race to 7. 5 frame plates, 2 for Omara and 3 for Ivan Kanyesigye. It's a race to 7. Please enjoy. I think when you look at Ivan's break, he always goes for a cut break, and the cut break have always been paying him so much, because the moment when he breaks them, doesn't use a lot of power, but of course will always have at least balls spotted one after the other and leaving the table open just like he is already here and inspecting it. It gives him perfect chance. That is the reason why he's now trying to go and nominate at least red balls, because they look more juicy and more fancy. Played that shot simply to open up this other corner pocket here because this red was supposed to go in, but still that is not the end of the world to him. He can still at least position himself and play these balls here into the corner pocket, which is bottom of the screen, and still would be good to go because the cue ball is so close to the reds in the center pocket, so he cannot have at least a pot of those ones in the center, and that is the reasons why Ivan's aim for the ball, which looks like almost the hardest ball now ever on the table to him. At least when he puts this one here into the left corner pocket bottom of the screen, he would be so good to go because this yellow ball is going to at least have deflections of the cue ball, and he would put those two of the red balls in the center. But I am just a commentator. He is also not listening to me, and so he cannot use my decisions and my point at the same time. So he shakes his head in disbelief because he knows it is going to be a very difficult pot for him. If he's supposed to do that one there, he simply wants to choose and go for the corner pocket, which is top right of the table. I want to welcome you to the stream. We are giving you live games which is taking place here. We are in YSA where the Moneybag Championship is taking place. And on the table is Omara Moses up against Ivan Kanyesigye. Omara has 2, meanwhile Ivan has 3. It's a race to 7. That young boy you see passing on the screen, he has just beaten some boy here, seriously. Now we have the likes of him, we have the likes of Asiko, we have the like of Abbott. They're all in, and they're giving headache to the big boys also here in this arena. So they don't care whether you are seated or you are not seated in your area. They just beat you. And that is what they are now used to. Maybe they are already used to beating the boys. I still don't know. But also at the same time, you should know that in these competitions, there are 2 ladies who have been registered and still they have their lives intact and they're playing so well. We have Rashida and then we have Rokia. They're all playing. They have all played now in the other table, which is farthest of the screen that you're watching. Their game was not live, but of course, I will choose to bring one of their games live because I'm already here. I will feed you with good stream. Now Ivan being Ivan, at this point in time, he has only 2 of the reds now remaining on the table. He wants to extend his lead further and then steal it away. He ran so fast just that Omara could not get him at any point. Now he has a sight of the only red ball in the jaw of the corner pocket. It's a simple drawback, would do him good, but how good is it? I don't think it is not so good, but still he has the corner pocket which is bottom right of the screen. At least all of these ones here can do him good. He inspects, aims. Looks like he wants to go for the center. Now he keeps changing up his mind, and so that is Ivan. Because he doesn't want to miss this ones here, he wants to at least go 2 frames clear. Now guy chose to go into the center pocket, but of course he came so short of that one there, and that is the reasons why he misses. There are people who are saying Team Wardrobes. Hey, Team's Wardrobe. I think he's nicknamed as Team Wardrobe. Now Mara can breathe one more time. He has 5 of the yellows on the table, but the only happy things that he has at this point in time is black. He's so safe at this point in time. Black looks safe to him, but of course Ivan coming off cushions, 1 to find his black ball. Simply just wanted to find it. Finds the wrong ball, ladies and gentlemen, but of course after finding the wrong balls, he was in positions to open up the black at the same time. Our umpire for this game is called Mr. Odero. Odero is the umpire for Pool Association of Uganda. They were contacted by the tournament organizers, and so he is here eating. Now Mara chose simply to go and open up all the balls now. They're all looking good at this point in time. If you have a pot of balls, then it will be good to go. Still, I can also choose to go safety, but let's wait and see. Now, this point in time, you'll think that he's going to clear everything here because all the balls have at least pockets where they're supposed to go into. That shot might have been so short of that one there, but of course, a recovery shots can still be done and executed. Guys, look at Ivan, how he's standing at this point in time. What do you think is coming in his mind? When you check Ivan, the way he's standing at this point in time, check. Ivan is the guy who is putting on the other jersey standing. What do you think is running in his mind? I know he's contemplating whether is Omara going to clear everything and then have the score level 3-3, or is going to give him a chance still, because he knows his capacity at this point in time. Now, lovely potting by Omara Moses. This one looking so good and so lovely. At least that one there, he needs only a small stand shots on the cue ball. It will run naturally and come bottom of the screen. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 3-3 at this point in time. Even Okelodic can pot this black here with an ease. The black that Omara potted, he has done it so well. Omara was talked to, I think, when he invited Alice for a short break. I think he was told to concentrate on the table and then play the table, not to mind what the umpire was trying to mean to him. And that is the reason why you're seeing a comeback is loading, and the comeback has been fully made at this point in time. He now wants to extend Alice, go one step ahead, and then also have his nose in front and run with the score for good. We are located at Pool City Arena in Boise, where this action is taking place. And this is live 2 of the Money Back Championships. The winner of this competition is going to walk away with the 2 million Uganda shillings. The runner-up is going to go with the 1 million. And this competition is going to be regional. Most likely next month it is going to be in Gulu. We are yet to wait and confirm. Next month it might be either in Gulu or in Mbarara, depending on how the organizers have chosen and how they have made up their minds. Then this game is going to be coming so close, and then the top 16 will be selected to play still by December. That is what I got from the organizers, and that is why the boys are competing here. The rule of the game is simple. After playing here, you can still go. Maybe if you have not qualified in top 16, you can still go up to maybe in northern part of the country, play and qualify from there at the same time. That is the rule of the game. This is turning out to be one of the mind game, because none of these players want to open up and that is the reason why you're seeing defensive play at its best. You can see some of the tactical plays by Ivan Kanyesigye. He played it and then got some luck, I think, in the previous shots. And then in this shots, he played it so well, and then he's now covering the jaw of the corner pocket totally, which is bottom right of the screen. Now, Omara snooker is supposed to come off at least cushions and then have a bank of that ball into the center or into the corner pocket. It was always so hard of him, and that is why he has decided to play it simply the way he has done it. Still, he has control of this corner pocket still because of the red ball, which is almost covering and coming so close to the black and then the yellows. Now, Ivan was intending to open up the black, but the intention did not come so well. That is still another tactical play, both attacking and defense by Omara Moses. You can sometimes mean to appreciate the quality of those shots. I think that shot came a little too soft for Omara because he is intending to open up this corner pocket here, and that is the reason why he has the cue ball there. Did it almost so well, and then he got so lucky at this point in time. You can see that luck. Cue ball almost went in, but there was a lot of too much spin on it, and that is the reason why the cue ball also came out. Now he still has one more chance to breathe. He did not achieve his intentions to open up the corner pocket, which is bottom right of the screen, but still he was able to breathe. That is total luck, by the way. Now Ivan is tempting Omara at this point in time. He's tempting him so much to at least fall. But Omara, being Omara, went for a total snooker. You cannot rule him out. He's also a cream player. I think he's seat number 10. Now this is exactly what Omara was looking for. This is a fold. Requested the umpire to give the cue ball in his hand. Then now obviously it is going to open up the corner pocket, which is bottom right of the screen. How good is the opening going to be? It is still yet a big question, but of course the opening was so nice and lovely. Now all the red balls are widely open. You can fancy that at any time the score is going to be 4-3. If I were him, I would start with the ball which is diagonal, in the top right corner pocket, playing that one, then I play the other one in the top left. After that one there, then I conclude with the one which is bottom of the screen, rightward. And then now black would go into the corresponding corner pocket, which is also bottom of the screen. Now, guys who are watching, thank you very much for coming into this stream. I know you have been waiting and then checking which of the stream you are going to be watching, just that you can spice your evening so well with it. And so here we are at Kit Media Link, and then the voice behind the microphone, it is for Daniel. Now that's a lovely shooting because they want to control the keyboard to be so close to where the black is, and it's a freezing white who do him good. Absolutely, and that is exactly as if he was listening to me. He did the same thing. That is a freezing white, by the way. Now a simple roll of this ones here into the corner pocket would do him so good to at least take a lead. One more time, 4-3, 7 frames played. Omara has 4, meanwhile Ivan Kanyesigye has 3. It is a race to 7. Now Omara needs only 3, meanwhile Kanyesigye needs all the 4 frames remaining of the possible 6. After this game, we are going to bring the one of Kelama David Aquatic also on this same table here. I'll find out who his opponent is, and then I will tell you. There are a number of tables here that I can confirm to you, and guys are all occupied in those tables here. That is the reason why they are able to achieve the 64-man Kong so well. It is frame number 8 of the possible 13 frames which is supposed to be played. Ivan breaks. This time the card break did not pay him so well, but of course he's fouling. Inviting Omara Moses on the table now. He has a chance at least to redeem himself and run away with the score. Hello. Good. I had to improvise because I left my gadget, so I want to give it out the best. At least guys, they were yearning for these ones here, so they have it. I saw your name among the list, but you disappeared. What happened?
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
I did play. I was actually remember, so I'm too busy.
Sure.
Yeah.
You cannot be a player at the same time and organizer.
Yeah.
So that money for being the organizer, we'll eat it tomorrow together. We'll eat together. Yeah.
Hey, hi everyone. I hope you're doing fine. You're most welcome. We are here. It's your girl Muchizi, and hello to all northerners. How do you say Popango? Yeah. I hope you're all enjoying Omara's game. Please like the video. Yeah, and soon we are coming to Gulu. Caesar Chandiga, how are you doing? I don't know.
Yeah, that's Caesar.
Yeah, it's Caesar. My brother, I don't know who's behind the commentary, but this gentleman, maybe he should introduce himself and you get to know him.
Yeah, guys, lovely. Welcome to the stream and have a very good evening. The guy behind the microphone is Daniel for Kit Media Link. Now we have Muchuzi also here. She's supposed to be telling those ones in the northern, also those ones in central at the same time, because the others who are not going to qualify from here, but still they would want to go and qualify from some other points. Guys have been asking, so maybe you can tell them when is the tournament going to be in Gulu?
I expect Gulu next month, to be in Gulu next month. We are going to talk to Mr. Francis. We already had a call with him. To Gulu. So guys, don't worry. We hopefully next month. I also want to come to Gulu. I see you guys. I get to know you, just like I've met this gentleman here. I don't even know him. It's my first time, but I'm so glad and I'm so happy that he's here. And I love people that love pool. If you love pool, this is a sport that we all love. Oh, JJ, you're thanking Caesar. Caesar yesterday was just, I don't know, it was just the very toughest play. He didn't want to lose anything.
Yeah, yesterday he activated his beast mode,
Yeah.
and guy was playing so well, by the way.
Yeah.
I could remember at around 1 a.m., almost 1,000 of people were still watching him because they love him.
Yeah, we all love Caesar. If you don't love Caesar, I don't know what you're doing. Because Caesar he's not just being loved because he's not talented, but he has proved to you that he is talented. He is everything any player would be when
Sure.
you talk about pool players. So to me, I'm proud and I like him as a brother. He's really, really a very, very toughest player in Africa. Toughest and roughest. He's just the king. He's just the king of ball. So if you don't like Caesar, I don't know.
Then you don't know what you should like.
Yes.
Now,
then you don't love Paul.
maybe one thing. There are guys who have been battling these questions here. When Ginter went to Nigeria,
Yeah.
they saw how guy was.
They're just bowing. It's just the scorpion. And that's it. But thank you guys for loving me, and you're most welcome. And let me leave you with this gentleman. He's called Daniel, and this is Kit. You say
Kit Media Link.
Kit Media Link.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think next month when the tournament is going to be in Gulu, then the one which is going to be in Kampala, I will all be with all my equipments, including the microphones and then all the streaming gadgets. We will stream these ones here to the best. The one which is going to be at Garage Lounge.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. I think Musi is also going to be there.
I think I should come.
Please.
I should come to Gulu, even though I don't participate, but I want to visit and be around.
Please come around and be there with us.
Hopefully I will.
At least I can assure you I'll take care of you.
Oh, Daniel, thank you so much.
Yeah, lovely guys. Thank you very much. You can enjoy the stream.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. See you. Guys, that is the voice of a very lovely lady in the house here. She's one of the organizers, and she has always been giving us the very best in the commentary sections. When Chobe is always at least giving us live games, he's always there, and she has always been so good and lovely, by the way. This is my third time meeting her, because last time when I was at Shua Lounge, I also saw her interacting with her. She never knew I was the one for Kit Media Link. And then again, when they went to Laban's Arena, me, I was as well there. At the same time, now today we are here. Now, when pool is being played to the maximum, to the very best, you can hear some people, they really like pool and then they love it so much. Caesar Chaliga, we understand you're following and you're watching us so well. Thank you very much. The score is 4-4 at this point in time. It is a race to 7, 8 frame plate now remaining. Only 3 to go for any of the player. It is officially now race to 3, by the way. Yeah, Ivan is a real fighter. He's a real fighter. He wants to take this one set to the wire. And that is why he's not bowing down at this point in time. He wants to go neck to neck, nose on nose. And he's not giving any chance to Omara at this point in time. I think maybe when he takes a lead at any time from this point, he might steal the score. Guys, we apologize. There's some small blackout here, but of course, stay on the stream. Light is already back. Let's keep enjoying. Omara has 4. Meanwhile, Ivan Kanyesigye also has 4. It is a race to 7. Officially now we can say it is a race to 3. The voice behind the microphone, it is for me, Daniel, Kit Media Link. Please keep enjoying the stream.
And God will tell us against the giving up. That's why you are not coming.
Oh, I'm going to move better to
So I'm bad.
and to go final.
I got to go against the
Give some. Guys, I was interacting with the umpire and he was telling me briefly about Ivan Kanyesigye. Now, this is one of the guys. He's a senior player, by the way. He's one of those ones who have reached at least the final of the Nile, and he was beaten in the final. So he's here up with Omara, and Omara have come so close to reaching the final of the Nile also. So we never know. Maybe this year it is meant for him, as long as he can redeem himself and then he gets back on the game. That is absolutely, it would be a very good moment to him. He has just only played the final, though he could not win it, because anything can still happen, So he's here. Yeah, dear Luanga, he said greetings from Kitgum. Thank you very much for keeping it here in the stream. I have at least labored to bring for you the live game. I will continue bringing you the live game now until when you don't need now live games anymore. Please convey our greetings to those ones who are in Kitgum, those ones in Lamo, those ones in Gulu, those ones in Barara. Remember, next month, as Masuzi have just said, we are going to be having the same tournament in Gulu. Gulu boys, are you ready for money back? Next month, we will be there with you guys. At least we will be giving you the very best of the actions also on the table. Now, when Ivan thought he was going to have his nose now in front for the second time, he could not make it with that simple pot in the corner pocket. And so Omara is invited back on the table. Yeah, he's here. At this point in time, you may think Ivan might have played his last shots, because the mood that Omara is in at this point in time, he wants to clear everything on the table, which he looks so poised to clearing everything now on the table. As long as he get a good positions cue ball, for the only would be the yellow ball, which is so close to the cue ball at this point in time, the rest will be a formality. I think he can play that one with a small follow, just that they can have at least a clear cut of this ball here in the center pocket, pointing to the one that he has just spotted the ball to, and then going to run round the black. At least 1, 2 cushions or 3 cushions, and then pot it also in the same. But he opted only to go simply pot it and then have a keyboard perfectly to can either choose to go into the corner pocket or also play into the center pocket, which is left of the table. That one needs absolute accuracy, and he did it so well, ladies and gentlemen. Omara 5, Ivan Kanyesigye 4, race 7. Thank you very much, guys. Please kindly tell me in the comment sections where you're watching this game from. We are in Pool City Arena, located in YSA, where we're having this game, the Money Back Arena. It is in taking place. In this arena, they also have a ball table. They also have a ball table. They have around 10 tables in this arena. One of it is an able table. So we'll be producing at least able players. Now, for guys who are also here, remember tonight we are going to be having Caesar Chandiga, right from Nigeria. We will at least have a test of him in from Nigeria. He will be playing against Ganda Ganda in a race to 21. Yesterday we saw how the beast mode was activated in him and he was playing and putting everything on the table. I think the game he played with Ian, that game was for testing the table. And yesterday was meaning real business. Then I want to believe today he's also going to show and give his very best to the fans. Let's wait and see. The action will be coming live your way on several of the platforms. One of them is Break and Finish Facebook page, Peter Chobe YouTube account, Q Pixel Photography Facebook page, the Satellite Media, and then ATA, of course. It is Bickels versus ATA. We can mean to say so, but here now I would fancy to say ATA versus Bickels, because ATA is a standalone man. He's just a single man fighting everything here. But of course, Bickels have brought several of the players up against Caesar Chandiga. The card break from Hayavan Kanyesigye has played him still one more time. Of course, it's an open table. The displays of the balls are so good. That's a lovely cunning shot played by Omara. You saw how he played to up those clustered yellows. Bottom right of the screens in just the rail of the cushions. Now this table at the displays of the yellow looks more fancy to him. You can choose to hardly spot one of the yellow balls in the corner pocket, which is so close to the screen, or you may also choose to at least play one in the center and then have a roll of the other one into the corresponding corner pocket, which is leftward of the screen bottom as well. That is exactly as if he was listening to me. Oh, that was so harsh of him because he played it with a lot of power in it. And then he was denied by the jaw of the corner pocket. And that is the reason why Ivan Kanyesigye is breathing and is playing simply to open up the black further and also open up the honor would be the problem ball of him. That is the rate. Can play one more time. But remember, in the minds of Ivan Kanyesigye, he understands black is already packed and safe to him. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Please, I know Caesar is going to give his very best into tonight's game because all he wants to do is at least impress his fans. At the same time, show to the world that he's still the very best in Africa. He will bring all his A games, just like when he was interviewed in the last game. I know he's going to go for it, and he's going to go and win. When he's winning, he's not winning for himself, he's winning for the fans. At the same time, he's also going to be winning for Uganda. Remember, at this point in time, we can call it as ATA versus Big Kells. We can as well call it as Uganda versus South Africa. So, two of the best African players versing each other right in Nigeria. They are going to be feeding the highs of the Nigerians so well today. By the racing positions of the black ball, it doesn't look so good. But of course, if there is any shot which is going to open and can that black ball, then that would be so good. But if any chance is given to Ivan Kanyesigye, and he would pot the honor would be the problem ball, which is almost resting, hanging in the center pocket, then it will be so good to at least capitalize one more time. Now the intentions of Omara playing that shot is simply to at least have a total snooker of the two reds remaining on the table. One is almost in the jaw of the corner pocket, and then one is hanging freely in the center. That's a good snooker because the racing positions of the black ball is not good at all. I want to have his nose further in front and then run with the score. That is what he's intending. But if Ivan Kanyesigye fails to find his red ball, I think Omara would at least get the cue ball in the hand and then have the connections of the black ball with the red ball and then now clear the table. That is according to me. But him being Omara, I don't know what he thinks about. Now I have Malice off 1-2 cushions and then finds his red ball. Guy failed to find the red ball and he was smiling and laughing by himself. So Omara has a chance to breathe one more time. He needs the cue ball in hand and then begin to plan absolutely afresh. Yeah, by that act you would think that he was listening to me and then he is portraying exactly what I've just given in the commentary here. A guy did it exactly the same thing, but I don't think that is so good of him because he's supposed to have at least a cue ball after putting this one here into the other side, leftward of the table. How good is it? You simply at least need the side of that one there and then have a perfect roll of that one into the corner pocket, which is left of the table, bottom of the screen. White would come naturally naturally here, and then pot the only would be black remaining on the table. Take his lead further. Omara 6 1 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Omara fails to pot that black because he played it with at least a dragging shot. Now Ivan has only one thing in his mind, is only to pot the red remaining on the table, whether by luck or straight into the corner pocket, and avoid also folding at the same time. And then he will have the score level 5-5 because Omara failed to pot that black ball. Is that luck or what? Remember, bridge is as well very hard at this point in time, but anything is possible in pool. Sometimes they say pool is alive. Ivan Kanyesigye pots with ease, and then at any time now he's just going to roll this one here and pot it, and up the score level 5-5. Ladies and gentlemen, you can look at that, and pots simply with an ease. Ivan 5, Omara 5. The score is level. Anytime it is going to be a race to 2, which is we are going for. 10 frames played, all they having 5-5 apiece, and then now here we have the frame number 11. Omara to break. Omara would have had his nose in front. I didn't mean that he would have potted the other black in the corner pocket, but he failed to do so. Breaking with a lot of power. The umpire signals it's an open table, and then it's a fair play. Omara to nominate a ball of his choice because he potted at least one of the yellow balls. Looks like he's fancying the yellow at this point in time, but the resting positions of the cue ball is also a question. As long as you can at least have a sight of this yellow ball, which is so close to your screen, I have it cut into the corner pocket, and then he will close the table. Then the yellows are clearable. They're all finishable, by the way. And that's a very difficult breach at this point in time. Now he has closed the table. Guys, remember in this tournament here, if you break and clear the table, it has, I think, 2 points for break and finish. 2 points. Looks like that. I'll get the correct details and also share with you. Now Omara would either fancy to choose and start with the ball, which is almost looking like a problem to him in the center pocket, and then a slide draw. Red would at least guide this one here, opening up all the balls at this time. Oh, that was harsh of him. He was denied by the job, the corner pocket, because he was not on target. He was not on target. In this tournament, guys who are still having at least 2 lives intact. One of them is Mukisa Abat. The other one is Yaya Mpindi. Then we also have Asiko Jr. At the same time, we also have Rotokonya Joseph, aka Dogo. These guys have not yet been beaten, by the way. They've all been winning. And I think at any time when they face the other one, one will have to withdraw the life of the other one and then remain with yours. How good you're going to keep it is up to you. Now, however, knows this game is now done because at least a simple roll of that one there into the diagonal corner pocket would do Omara so good to have a perfect cue ball and then roll that one there. Simply can either do it with the draw back shots. He played with a lot of skills, right English on it to have at least a perfect sides of the black. Roll it into the center. This would have been the game down now. Had it mean that he would have potted the other black remaining, but then now he fails to do so. So here he has the lead one more time. 6. Ivan Kanyesigye, 5. Race to 7. Are we going to see a decider here? Oh, Omara is going to win just simply with 7 frames to 5. Let's wait and see. Omara needs 1. Meanwhile, Ivan needs 2 of the 3 frames remaining. The umpire says it's a fair break. Good splits of the balls. Now Omara is supposed to nominate a ball of his choice. After doing so, he can either at least choose to run the table or he plays. Yeah, that's a lovely canning shot, by the way. Lovely canning shots. He's taking it one at a time. Guy knows that he wants this frame more than any other person's because this is the only life remaining in him. If he loses this one here, then he will exit the tournament completely. Meanwhile, Rotokonya Joseph and Kalama David are still intact, as well as Omara. As long as Omara wins this one here, he will keep himself still in the competitions. Still he has a side, at least saying the 2 million, the prize, which is going to be given to the eventual winner of these competitions. Anything is possible. He can still do it. That's a lovely canning shot still played by Omara. He can choose to at least play the other ball, which is farthest of the table, to the corner pocket, and then have a full side of the 2 yellow ball remaining on the table. This would be a very nice red apple. If as long as he can clear, it would be a very nice red apple. Because when you look at the displays of the yellows at the moment, when he started the games, and then now when he has opened it, almost all of them. Now still, that's a lovely shootings. That's a lovely shooting played by Omara. Now he's going to start with the Honda would be the problem ball to him. This is when you are putting the other yellow into the left corner pocket bottom of your screen, and then having at least a slide or a deflections, a support by the red to put the Honda yellow now in the center. Absolutely, exactly as if he was listening to me, ladies and gentlemen. Now that corner pocket where he has just put the yellow ball is the same corner pocket where he wants to put the black ball. As long as the cue ball is controlled so well, then it will be so good to go. I think cue ball is perfect, and then this is going to be a lovely red apple played by Omara, as long as he can put this black here into the bottom sections of the corner pocket. He aims 1, 2, 3. Great apple, lovely shots and lovely shootings. Thank you very much, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, who have always been closing it here. Absolutely, I thank you very much. My name is Daniel for Kit Media Link. Please keep it locked here. I'm going to bring for you other live games at this point in time after a few minutes on the same table. Live games coming up. Kelama David Aquatic.